Hey beautifuls, welcome back to your channel. Your channel? I meant to say my channel, but it's your channel too. Okay, we can share. Before I share what's in my supplement collection, I want to just say sorry for taking a little bit of a hiatus recently. Yeah, I desperately needed a social media detox. I'm so glad I took it because now I feel a lot better. So let's just get back into this video. I want to share with you guys all of the goodies that I've been using in my supplement collection. And I don't want to say everything I use because there's some supplements that I'm like, I don't really think that does jack squat. And there's some supplements where you literally notice a difference within a matter of a few days or almost immediately. I really hope one of these supplements do help you guys in some way, shape, or form. I regularly use these supplements. You guys will see here a lot of these are already used. So it's not like I'm like, yay, buy this completely full jar of supplements that I haven't touched at all with the seal on it. Like, no, it's legit. Like, I actually use this all the time. So starting with the first supplement, by Caked Up. The name itself is already kind of interesting, and I'm assuming you guys know what this does by that alone. Since I started my weight gain journey, I can't seem to resist trying new things just to discover what actually works that's in the market for helping your glutes look thicker. I actually came across this supplement because the founder of this company reached out to me and wanted me to try it out. This is their Extreme Glute Growth Capsules, and I've been taking it so much that there's hardly any pills left in this bottle. Like, I had to stop taking my regular serving every day that I was doing at first because I knew I was like, crap, I have to put this in the video because it actually is like worth being in my supplement collection. I do not rely solely on supplements like these, but they do help on the weeks or maybe weekends when I know I'm gonna wear that super tight bodycon and I want my butt to look extra juicy, like on 100, especially if there's a week where maybe I was sick or I was on a time of the month and the cramps were just too much for me to go to the gym. Like, there's so many months like that for me and weeks like that for me. When you're focusing on your glutes, you should get a pump that kind of makes your muscles kind of look extra juicy. Well, that tends to go away if you stop working out. The pump stays there no matter what if you're taking this. In other words, that's the difference that this will make. I actually was going to go ahead and make a comparison before and after photo, and I took the pictures with my shorts on and there was absolutely no difference. But then I'm like, that doesn't make sense because I see the difference when I'm looking at my naked bum. I didn't want to share that also because of other reasons. Demonetization's real. It claims to have 100% all natural ingredients, including maca root extract. I knew that they did their homework by creating a solid formula that actually has proper ingredients to do the job. And that's something that I try to pay attention to more now than ever. This stuff will work. Well done. If I can clap with my cheeks, I would, but I'm not that skilled yet. So I was stupid, y'all. I was stupid. Okay. I think if I got like maybe 2 bottles of this, right, and kept consistent for the duration of the supply, I think I would have noticed it grow in size, but I can't say that it would be anything near as significant as, say, working out and dieting correctly. I will have the link to all of these different supplements down in the description. I was all about the Dimetized ISO 100 protein powder, and I couldn't resist not trying out this new brand because it looks magical. Like, the packaging, the website, all of it kind of just made me feel like in love instantly. Like, I was just drawn to it. If you've never heard of them, they're called Unico Nutrition. I had to try the Apollo Pure protein powder because everybody on Reddit was like, this is delicious. It just sounded so good, and I'm already a sweet tooth, so anything to curb my sweet cravings, I am all for. Of course, I got the homemade strawberry cheesecake flavor, which is unbelievably delicious. It's stupid. Like, I'm mad because it's so good. You can just really add water in your shake bottle and mix it in there with the protein, shake it up, and you're good to go. But I personally am really into mixing other ingredients with my protein shakes, like my matcha powder. If I'm bulking, then of course my maca root powder. So I always blend it at home and it tastes good as well. The coolest thing, and probably the one thing that made me by this protein is that it has a combination of different types of protein. These different types of protein will go through your body over the course of 9 hours. You want to constantly have a stream of protein throughout your day kind of being digested. Making sure you're always having protein in your snacks, protein in your breakfast, protein in your lunch, protein in your afternoon snack, protein in your dinner. And if you can have protein while you're sleeping, why not? The more protein you have, the more muscles you will build. Look at it. It's so cute. I just love this. This looks so savage. I just wish they had a bigger size. That's probably the only thing I would say. This has 27 servings. I already had probably like 4 since I bought this. So red maca root powder is no stranger to me anymore. After I've tried this against epidamin, my deepest, darkest secrets about this special little root is shared in the video I already made. I use this regularly in my smoothies. Really, when I'm bulking. If I'm cutting, I completely eliminate this out of my my shake recipe, my protein shake recipe, but I do have one that I shared, a shake recipe that I shared on my blog, so if you also want to check that out, I'll share that in the card section as well for you guys. But most popularly, it's known for increasing muscle mass, weight gain, and womanly curves overall. I do have to give the Maca team some props because they do know how to harvest the highest quality of red maca root powder in the market, and I personally would not buy from anybody else because I'm just so happy with the results I got from theirs, and I think it was so effective because of how pure their red maca root powder is. I am now an affiliate of the Maca team, so anytime you guys do buy from them using the link I share down below or anywhere really on my social media, it does support me. So if you do end up buying from them, I'm just gonna thank you in advance because it does mean a lot to me. All right, so these are the Hairfinity Candy Locks hair chewable supplements, vitamins. I say supplements, vitamins, interchangeably, whatever. I felt like my nails definitely were strengthened, but my hair growth. Do you guys remember when I did this Paul Mitchell Studios hair show? I was a model for one of the classes that they were doing, and they had to cut my hair. They dyed and they cut my hair. So my afro went from a pretty decent size down to almost a TWA. And that was really kind of a bummer, but I had a dope hairstyle, so I really didn't care. And my hair normally grows pretty fast, but I didn't think it would grow as fast as it did when I was taking this. They were able to formulate biotin and other helpful vitamins that kind of fortify your hair follicles. It promotes healthy scalp and hair growth. It's not just biotin. I think some people think that these hair supplements are literally just biotin, and that's not true. I used to think that too, and I didn't want to look into it. But honestly, I really enjoyed working with Hairfinity, mainly because they're a Black-owned business, and it is Black History Month. Okay, so I just want to share that information because I've always felt this way, but I'm really more enlightened on information that I actually learned partly from the Netflix show Killer Warning by Killer Mike. If you haven't seen that show, do yourself a favor and binge watch it. I think there's only like 7 episodes out right now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, I'm on a tangent, and some of you guys are like, okay, we get it, girl, you buy black, but it just means a lot to me. After finally weaning off of my prior anti-anxiety medication, I've really been interested in using more CBD products in my life, and I've already used a ton. Like, I've used the oils and vapes, and I would say out of all of the different ones that I have tried, I don't know why, this one is the best one. This one gives me almost like an instant state of relaxation. It's definitely more noticeable than the other ones that I've tried. I can't tell you why that is because it's not like this is a soft gel where there's a liquid, you know, inside of it or anything. It's just a capsule, so I have no idea. It has to be something with the quality of the CBD or I don't know. This particular one is the Meds Biotech 500 milligram CBD capsules. You can get this on the diamondcbd.com website, and they actually have their chewables of CBD products, and they look so good. Like, it's literally just a whole bunch of yummy candies that are CBD options for you. I really do feel like it's helping me a lot with my mental health. It's not the only thing I'm doing to help with my mental stability. There are a few other things which I can talk about in a whole different video because I really think everyone owes it to themselves to prioritize their mental health. On the opposite side of the supplement spectrum, I have caffeine pills. Okay, so let me explain this real quick because some of y'all might be like, girl, you trying to have a heart attack? No, I ain't trying to have no heart attack. If you're busy in the morning, like most people, right? You don't have time to whip you up a cup of tea or a cup of joe. You just have to have something that's gonna get you up and get you going out the door throughout the rest of your morning. I'd rather have a caffeine pill most days because I don't want to get my teeth all stained either. Like, come on now. Like, sometimes coffee's too hot to drink at first, so you gotta wait until it cools down because I mean, at least for me, I have sensitive, like, skin, I guess. Don't we all? I don't know. Some people can drink lava. They're like that guy from Fairy Tale, what's his name? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. I used to love that show. Natsu! Sorry y'all, the anime nerd is not going away. I may be into fitness, but that's staying forever, so. When you have this handy, it is so helpful. I actually started taking different caffeine pills back when I was really big into anime conventions and I did not want to sleep. Like, I would just take these like really subtly too because they're so tiny, like they're not big, and you can just put them in your purse or backpack or whatever. It's portable and it's great to have if you just need a last minute boost without having to go through the process of creating a caffeinated drink, which is so annoying, or spending the same kind of money you would spend at Starbucks or on a 5-hour energy. Like, when you think about how many pills you get 100 different tablets, and 100 divided by the cost of this bottle, like, definitely more affordable. The maximum amount of milligrams one should have every single day is like 400 milligrams, according to certain studies. I know people my age or younger who drink 3 Red Bulls a day because they have to be up and alert for work or school or something. Don't do that. It ain't that deep. Fatigue happens for so many different reasons, but it could also be because you're anemic. And I personally am suffering from congenital anemia. And all that means is I inherited my anemia from my mom. And that's just basically where your body has a constant state of iron deficiency. And that sucks. If you're lifting heavy, if you're trying to do HIIT cardio workouts, it's so much harder than if you had the right levels of iron. So what I've been doing is, of course, I'm including more leafy greens, which is a big recommended dietary change to have for people who have anemia. But sometimes I don't have that readily available. So then I'll just have my vitamin C and iron supplements along with whatever meal I currently am eating. I fainted before at the gym, and that's a whole different story time. We're not gonna get into that. You wanna take either vitamin C, or I've also heard folic acid helps to absorb your iron. I've always had these two together because my doctor told me to try them out and see if that helps, which it has helped a lot. Like, it's crazy how instantaneous I feel after taking this, especially when I'm on my period. You can imagine how somebody with anemia on their period is going to feel at the gym. The gym's just not gonna be a thing. Like, I'm just not gonna go. Taking too much iron can cause you to have liver damage, so always be careful with how often you take this. If your diet is on point and you're including things like spinach, kale, or whatever greens that have high levels of iron, and you have your vitamin C with you, like oranges or whatever, then you should be okay to not necessarily have to take this all the time. But with something like this, I definitely think you should talk to your doctor. So the funny thing about this supplement, creatine, firstly, I'm super happy that I have it because I ran out of it and hadn't had the chance to buy some more. So thanks to my boyfriend, who was abandoning all of his fitness and dietary supplements anyway, I went ahead and took this from his kitchen, and now I'm using this all the time in my smoothies. This one is the MRM Creatine Monohydrate 325. If you know nothing about creatine monohydrate, it's just an amino acid that decreases your fatigue, decreases muscle soreness, and it basically increases your muscle cellular volume. So in other words, it helps your muscles grow. And I actually heard that creatine helps with weight gain as well. I don't know if that's attributed to it increasing muscle mass, but if it's not, I mean, it's still something to consider putting into your protein shake. And this has no flavor. You won't even notice that this is in your protein shake. So unlike something like Maca root, which definitely has a flavor, creatine is undoubtedly one of the most safest, heavily researched supplements in the fitness athletic world. So you should definitely feel confident including this into your supplement weight gain routine. I will link this down below for y'all because it changed my experience, at least with training heavy and then going back to the gym a couple days after one day of recovery. I know supplements just have generally like a bad rep because people like to bring up that they're not FDA approved or anything of that nature, and I think that's a fair argument, but I mean, there are FDA approved things that aren't good for you either. Supplements are not something you want to rely on ever. However, using supplements will definitely serve as like a catalyst towards whatever goal you have in mind. I want to say that because that's probably the biggest reason why I'm a supporter of trying all these different things on my channel, because if there was any of these things that honestly were a red flag, like a huge red flag, it just slapped me in the face, then I wouldn't be sharing it with you guys. I wouldn't be telling you guys to buy any of this stuff. The most important thing is to do your research. Even after I share this video, you can definitely click on the links down below, but do your own research. Like, find out other articles, look at studies, look at articles that are scholarly, and check the author. But yeah, I want to call you guys gems. What do you think of that? I know this video is already long and I'm making it longer by asking this very important question. Out of all the questions you get during the day, this is one that I would love if you just answered. You guys are the gems in my crystal cove, and I'm Crystal. Oh my god. If you can also subscribe to this channel and make sure you hit the bell when you subscribe so every time I post you are notified. And be sure to catch up on all the other uploads you might have missed before this one, because there are videos that you might be interested in. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I'm a buff baby, but I dance like a man. She a nice lady and she shaking her yams. Spent the whole summer trapping out the sedan. Marching with the bands cause I think that I can.